Hi everyone, welcome back to another SRT group clearing, spiritual response therapy, and this one we're going to do on heartbreak. It's been requested so many times and I'm sure we can all relate to this at some moment in time or another. So heartbreak, I guess, would include things like grief and matters. I have another video on matters of the heart, so it's worth watching that one, which was done a couple of months ago, matters of the heart. So have a search for that in my list, but this is specifically on heartbreak, probably romantic attachments, that kind of thing. But let's see what comes up. So set your intention to receive the benefits, and without further ado, let's get stuck in. I've already prepped to work. So you see the charts okay? Hopefully. Okay, so let's see where it's sitting at. I'm working with the God team today. So positive, heartbreak. We're about 25% positive, which is unusual when we're doing group clearings. It's normally sort of 0%. And 90% negative, so not as much as other people. So it'd be interesting to see what comes up for this one. We're kind of at light status level of consciousness. So that's it. Let's ask the God team that I'm working with today to raise it up to Radiant Love New Paradigm level of consciousness, and raising it up to 100 positive and down to 0 negative, clearing away any dense, condensed energy, otherwise known as blocks, and clearing away any programs, any stifled feelings, unexpressed feelings, memories, emotions that are no longer serving you, shall we say. Let's clear those away for your highest good. Always for your highest good. Always setting the intention that you receive this for your highest good. So anything that doesn't benefit you won't get in, so to speak. So I'm sorry to hear so many people are suffering with heartbreak at the moment, which causes attachment there, because we're all connected. We never lose anything. But it is so hard, isn't it, when you love somebody, when you have so much love for them. It's very, very hard to let go and move on. Whether it's their behaviours, whether it just isn't working, or for whatever reason, it's so hard, isn't it? Allow yourself, if you are someone that's coming out of a relationship like that, allow yourself to feel those emotions fully, surrender to them, and allow them to move through you, no matter how it feels. The sooner you do that, the quicker you'll move through it. And don't try and press it down and suppress it, because it will only come up later. It really will. Right, okay, so where are we going first for heartbreak? Chart 6A. And the consciousness, at the moment is that we cannot take with us the people that are not serving us, or maybe they've already served us and we just haven't completely let go of that. Forsaken, which is that sort of overlooked inside right. What have we got coming up? Despair, or bless. Inside right. Depression. Oh. Inside right again. Conflict. Anything else? No? Do they have past life roots and ancestral roots? Yeah, so let's just get those all cleared. I'm not going to do any investigation into what past lives, because it's going to be different for everybody, and the same with the levels of consciousness is going to be different for everybody. We're just going to ask that all the master programs and discordant energy there of forsaken, which is like it's like a lesser version of abandonment. It's like being overlooked, sort of abandoned, but not so, he has forsaken me. Yeah, it's getting all sentimental here. And clearing any despair, depression and conflict there. It's usually the internal conflict, so let's get those cleared out for you, for your highest good. Yeah, matters of the heart, never easy, are they? Or maybe that's a belief system. Maybe that's my belief system there. I shouldn't, so scrap that one. But the more our heart breaks, the more the light can enter it. We learn, don't we? We learn through these relationships that we have. We learn such a lot about ourselves. We're only ever in relationship with ourselves or with God, source energy. Right, okay. Where are we going next? 6B, which is blocks to positive expression in here. Outside left. Blocks to worthiness. That's it. So let's clear all blocks to worthiness. I think that's why we hang on to relationships sometimes that have gone past their sell-by date. It is that it's either that fear of being rejected, or that I'm never going to get anybody else, or there's never going to be anyone as you know, like him or her or them. Okay, so where are we going next? 10A, which is miscellaneous blocks, and this is at God level of consciousness. And what have we got? Conscious, subconscious memory, scarring. Yeah. Anything else? No, let's just get those cleared. High self, God team that I'm working with. So scarring is the result of wounding other souls in past lives. And of course, we're brought back together with many people in this lifetime from other lifetimes that we've lived, past and future lives, and in between dimensions, in between lives. So when you wound another soul, you have wounded yourself, obviously. Betrayal of a friend can cause a soul wound, and spirit can clear the scarring when asked. So I'm just asking, I'm going to ask spirit rather than God team. Spirit, please clear all scarring from anybody that's watching this video or listening to this video, and all conscious, subconscious memory connected to heartbreak. Thank you. There is a type 1 and a type 2 of scarring. I'm just going to ask that all scarring is cleared. Type 1 is what we've just said, and type 2 is perceived separation from spirit. So we're just going to ask that all type 1 and type 2 scarring is cleared for everybody's highest good there. We're in programs before creation. Level 7 and 8, infinite levels before thought, idea, creative programming. Let's just clear all of those. This is at King of Kings level of the soul, King of Kings level of consciousness of the soul. So when we're talking about level 7 and 8, we're referring to charts that are too numerous to list on this side of life. So it was just put in as levels 7 and 8 and levels 1 through 6 on this chart. The infinite levels before thought, the Godhead is infinite, alpha to omega, or omega, without beginning or end. So the term infinite levels before thought symbolizes that thought has a source. something that existed before thought. There's your mind-provoking thought for the day. These are really high levels of consciousness. That's the beauty about this system, because it reaches those parts that other systems can't reach. It really is an incredible system. Downloaded by Robert E. Detzler in the 80s, 90s and noughties. The two main books on the system are Soul Recreation and The Freedom Path that he wrote, but he also wrote Spiritual Healing, and I think there may be another one as well, which I haven't got. Okay. 15, 16, Fall of Consciousness. Loss of spiritual hearing, rebellion to one. Let's clear those away from you. So the fall of consciousness is the result of eating of the forbidden tree. This is in the Garden of Eden again, the metaphoric, Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, Genesis, the first book. So we're looking at, it's the result of eating the forbidden tree, the potential for the failure set up at one on chart 3. That's one level of consciousness on chart 3, which is... There's one, I'm assuming it's that. I don't know if it's that one there. I think it's higher up. I'll have a look. Oh, there it is. There, one. There. That used to be the top of the chart originally when this system was downloaded. Where was I? Since the soul is in the image and likeness of God, a fall was necessary to bring about the unique expression of the individual soul. Otherwise, we would simply be clones of God, which is not what we want. There's no learning takes place in that. So that's that cleared. And we're straight to 26. Freedom is free. Allegedly, these days. Right, there is no separation. We've got blocks there. All parameters are an illusion. We've got blocks there. So let's just clear those blocks away. 2, there is no separation. And all parameters are an illusion. Because they are. So anything that seems to limit is simply another illusion within the grand illusion of separation from spirit. Yeah, we're very limiting souls. We do limit ourselves so much. Anything with a label on it is usually a limit, I find. Well, I want to go back to 6A, which is interesting. I don't normally go back to something. So something's come up since we cleared those things. Inside left. Appeasement. Is there anything else? Does it have past life roots and ancestral roots? Let's clear all appeasement. Let's clear all appeasement. And that's, of course, is pleasing others in order to feel accepted, in order to feel loved, in order to feel liked. Pleasing others. There's usually a secondary gain from that. Okay. Anything else? Excuse me, before mop up. Yeah, I still want to go back to 6B, so still another one coming up. Inside right, a block to acceptance. Yeah, so let's clear all blocks Stifled energy to acceptance at all levels of consciousness on chart 3 for your highest good. And remember, anyone that's suffering with heartbreak right now, remember that this will pass. This is a transition state. It will pass. It can feel absolutely awful at the time, like you're never going to get out of it and can't bear the thought of being without somebody and touching them, kissing them, loving them, never going to see them again. You know, we're all still connected. We're all still very much connected by our heart. And if you've lost somebody who's passed on, you still have that connection there. You know, I'm a medium. I've been a medium for many years, and the things that I've seen and heard and witnessed over the years, I know that life goes on. It's just that we're not vibrating at the same frequency. It's all down to physics at the end of the day, and we're not vibrating at the same frequency. That's all. So they shed this body because it's tired, diseased, whatever. And the energy still lives. It still goes on. And there's a couple of wonderful books by Helen Greaves, Greaves, Helen Greaves. What's one of my favourite ones, Beyond the Light or something like that. Anyway, it's where she's channeled a nun that works on the other side, and the nun talks about those that have passed over and what happens to them when they pass over, and various experience through different channelings. It's fascinating, and it's beautiful, beautiful, comforting book. And you will see your loved ones again. So, you know, don't, that may not be your belief system. So apologies if I'm saying something that goes against someone else's religious beliefs. I don't want to cause any offence, but certainly from my own experience, life goes on. Right, anything else? No? Should we go to mop up now? Yes, let's just go to mop up for everybody here, please, for their highest good, clearing away anything else connected to heartbreak, any grief, too much attachment, clearing away any hooks in the energy to people that need to be cleared. Anything that connects people, any curses or spells, promises, oaths. Any contracts there? This reminds me of the Shakespeare sonnet, "No longer mourn for me when I am dead, then you shall hear the surly sullen bell give warning to the world that I am fled from this vile world with vilest worms to dwell." Can't remember the rest. Right, okay, are we done? Yep, okay, so are the teams happy with that? Are the souls happy? Are the souls free? Has it made a difference to people? I hope so. And where are we looking at now? Straight to 100 positive, 0 negative. And again, feels much, much lighter. Yeah. Oh, gosh, I could feel that pull. Really feel that pull there. So, okay. Hopefully that will help you along the way. And if you need extra help, obviously contact me in the one-to-one clearings. And so you have bespoke clearings and help and support. Otherwise, I wish you a lovely day, and I wish you joy. And joy, if it's not there with you yet, it's on its way. Lots of love to you. Bye.